Hey guys, welcome back. This is Jackson, the channel, the Jaxster. So last episode, I do remember what we were doing last episode. We were working and trying to get to crafting or the RF refined storage set up and everything. So I went ahead. I don't know. I don't remember if I don't think I got to lapidary actually set up on here, but we've been using it. I temporarily just got this set up, and I'm climbing up the vines. But I got this lapidary set up, and I'm just using lapis right now to fuel it. And so it's fueling the controller, which is powering our storage system. I did go ahead and make one storage drive so I could go ahead and get this stuff cleaned up in between episodes. But we're going to make another one because this one, as you can see, we're over halfway full right now, 34,917 items out of 64,000. So, I mean, we got a little bit of room. And then I connected this with an external storage also. And I'm just using it kind of as temporary storage for things that I might not need. I don't necessarily need those stone in there, and then I put a external storage underneath our controller here, so I have access to all of the eggs over here, which I probably. Oh yeah. So yeah, this external or this functional storage controller here is connected to all these, so I have access to everything over here. Not really the chickens, but all their drops that are filled up that's maxed out. I haven't done any upgrades on the doors or compacting doors yet. I still need to do that. I've got a little space out here. We're going to put another, what is it called? The immersive engineering alloy over here. So we'll put that in there. Done a little bit of cleanup. And then I went ahead and took some of those chickens, the blaze chickens. I don't know if I put any over here to show you guys. Anyway, I didn't put any in there. But basically all I did is come over here and drop the chickens in here. We might do it and I can show you how to make some more blazing blood. And I've got a roost up here so we can make some more. Actually, we'll just grab that out real quick. Let's throw these back in here, the lapis. We go over here to our smeltery. And we just put the chickens down in it. Just got to right click on them. You see how they're turning into blazing blood and they're dropping other items too, which we can get those items out. Okay, so we get those dropped down in there. They're being smelted and making blazing blood. Let's take and break this. Let's see, in my backpack I probably have, yeah. Need our tool here also. So we'll connect another pipe there. Disconnect that. Set it to output. And should be getting our blazing blood out of there. So we look, yeah, it's gone out now. So let's grab these items out. There we go. So we get the drops from the chickens and the blazing blood, which we've got, let's see if we can see, 800 millibuckets, or is that 900? I don't know, it's hard to see that, 8, 9. Anywhere, so yeah, we've got like 8 buckets. We have a bucket in here, yeah. No, I guess it's not quite a bucket yet. Oh, millibucket, that's right. Yeah, I need 1,000 for a bucket. So anyway, I'll just keep the blazing bucket, or blazing blood. I'll keep making the blazing chickens, and be able to get all the blazing blood that we need for right now. Anyway, kill these guys with this. Works pretty good. Get lots of XP, and then I filled up our tank over here again, singularity tank, and I dropped the rest of the XP in here for right now. Oh, and I changed upstairs. We're no longer getting Enderman. As you can see, I removed the storage thing here. Okay, what's this dude going on? Can't be running around out here. Where's my sword? No. So as soon as I removed the chickens, I started getting other spawns. I didn't think they'd spawn in that. Oh man, pigs are everywhere now. Beer bacon. Oh, this is the thing too with these vines. Any kind of vines, you look up, and your next time you go down, up and down. It's kind of disorienting, but it does work. Oh, I got a cow. Okay, I've been waiting for a cow. I'm so excited. So do I have any buckets on me? No. Because I've been needing milk. I was kind of wondering how I was going to get it, but now he's there. It's good. So the other thing, the Drigme shards, when they Drigme showed up, I give them some horns and got those. And then the Whirly Sprig shows up. I just go over there and twerk on that tree. It doesn't grow because there's not enough room for it, but it's enough to activate the Drigme to turn into a shard, or the Whirly Sprig to turn into a shard. And then Starbuncle, you give them a gold nugget, and they turn into a charm. The Starbuncle that I'd got, and they could drop more than one shard at a time, so it's kind of cool. Or the charm. Or is it shard or charm? Shards. Yeah, they can drop more than one shard at a time. You have to make the shard or the charm. So yeah, that's doing good. I might have to turn the noises down on them. The chickens' noise are down or off. But the alloy coin I was killing, I was going to go ahead and make. Let's see. We need to make the bricks. I think I got the bricks over here in our kiln brick, which are these. We need, let's see, how many more do we need? Bricks and smooth stone. Okay. I thought I'd cooked up enough of those, though. Yes, I did not. Anyway, this is a good opportunity to show you guys the super fast furnace. I went ahead and just took the furnace and upgraded it. If we look at the upgrades, let's see, furnace. And since we have the chickens, we were able to do that. So I just went and done the stone to iron, and then iron to gold to diamond, diamond to emerald, emerald to obsidian, and then diamond to crystal furnace. And I went ahead and done, which was the crystal furnace to obsidian. Looks like I'm missing one here. And all you do is just take these upgrades and shift click. And so now we're up to the netherite furnace. And this is pretty fast. And it allows outputs and inputs through a configuration, but we can look here and see how fast it's going. That's awesome. Oh yeah, I was cooking up some stone, so let's move that stuff out of the way. These items in there. Anyway, you can see how it's super fast. So we'll probably get that set up on a crafter later. Crafters will be doing pretty soon too. If we can get to this episode and be able to do some of it, would be awesome. Let's make some sandstone too, or also. And sandstone is just 4 pieces of sand. I think these are actually sandstone, so like that. We can get a stack of it so we can make our bricks over here, alloy bricks, which we need 8 total. Okay, And we need our hammer. Oh, I was going to show you the interface over here. Configuration. You can kind of see right is the fuel input, which is down here showing the coal. Bottom is the output, and then the top is the input. So it has a real nice configuration. And then you have the auto input or output. You can turn those off and on. And it has some augments. I don't know anything about those right now, but I mean, it's pretty fast as you've seen. It's the way it is right now. So that's super awesome. Do we have any more of these loot chests in here? I was going to put those out there. Okay, yeah, we got 25. Okay, wow. So yeah, the chickens are doing their things. We can go ahead and do this alloy kiln real quick. And then we just take our hammer. And then we can decorate it up like this one. These vines, like I was saying, if you look up, you climb up them. If you twerk while you're on it, you can do that going up and down. Makes the berries grow. So that's pretty awesome, right? So yeah, we can decorate this a little bit. I think it's fine the way it is. We might change it, but we'll see. Okay, so and I went ahead and dug out this little area over here. This is where we're actually doing Mekanism, I believe. So I got a little bit of a wall, so we have some room to build in. Didn't mean to do that. I didn't know the hammer would turn that either, but that's interesting. Okay, so let's go drop these off real quick while I'm not distracted by another slime. I don't really mind the slime. Sometimes they're a little bit annoying, but let's drop all these off. They should put the loot crates in there too, yeah. And then we'll put these items down here for now. Guess I can throw that in there also. Sometimes the intermittent will get in the smelter also, and what you do is just take this out and you pour it out if there's enough, and it makes an ender pearl. Simple, pretty easy. And I did put in a couple of these, what do you call them, ferroflare lanterns, and it's letting everything grow. The only thing that hasn't grown right now is this one here, it looks like, but it does light up everything the same way down here, so I can take out some torches. Probably can remove some of these in the walls now too, if not make another lantern for it. Anyway, so if you've never made a 64K storage, let's do that real quick. So I have some of the items in here, but you need to make 12 1Ks. And if we just look at 1K storage, these are the components you gotta have. And I've been cooking nether quartz to make the silicone. So let's see if we can get 12. And that makes 116, I think. So we'll need 36 total. And so we're missing one. What was top item? Oh, okay, rich quartz. Okay, it's no problem. You see the recipe for it. Just make a couple stacks. Okay, our last 1K that I want to make. And next we go up to the 4K. It's fluid. Make sure we get the right one here. And then you need these basic processors, which I think we went over what these were last time. So we just went through the deployer. Yeah, we showed that setup. I haven't changed anything on that right now, so it's still the same. So we need to make as many of these we can make. Let's see. Okay, and then we go, next one is 16K. And it, if you've never done these before, like I said, they only use 3 to make the next one. The next K storage, so you can see here, makes 16. So you take basically 12K, and with these other upgrades, you're getting 16. So let's see, maybe we get here this. That's weird, it's not doing those, but so we with an extra one here. So those are the 16K, and then we take 3 of the 16, which you can see we're kind of close to actually be able to make 2 to make the 64K, which is this one. And then you need a part, forget what, I think it's parts. No, that's not right. Pattern, no, it's not the pattern. It's the housing here. Storage housing. So we can take that, make it clear. When with the housing and the 64K part, we get a 64K storage unit. We just take that and we shift click in here, just click it in. Now you see we have 128 storage availability, and we're using 36.8, so it's pretty nice. You can kind of see which one's used on what. It's 0 of 64K, and we got 36 A60 there. So anyway, that's just kind of gets us up to date where we were in the storage. Like I said, I did make an external storage and change the priorities. This one's set to 0, and then the priority here is 1. So it goes into this storage. Like if I just need room to drop something and I want to come back and get it later, I can put it in here, and it won't put it into the system for me. That's the reason I did that. I could put a another storage connection here, which we'll do later. Like I said, I just want to get through some of this stuff and be able to show you what we're going to be able to do next. Because I plan on, like I said, starting hitting the outer ring. If we look at our map, probably going out this way. I may go ahead and tunnel in between episodes. To get to there, I won't go into it or anything until we do that on camera together. But that's kind of where we're at right now. We're doing pretty good. Like I said, I went ahead and filled in so it's only 2 tall at the mob farm up there, the manual mob farm. And so we don't get any more enderman dropping since we have the ender chickens. We get our pearls there. But I can hit these guys, or I can use this archangels. Man, I'm having a hard time talking today, guys. I get a little bit of a head cold, so let's go ahead and put our experience in there. Eat some more chicken. There is a food in here. I think it's an egg sandwich. But just look at sandwich. This looks like it's pretty easy to make. We have everything, right? Fried eggs, and it's got 4 and 2, 4, 6.5 saturation, so that's pretty good. And the fried eggs are just by smelting some eggs, and we have lots of those. So let's go grab a stack. Yeah, I forgot we can't grab it from the back. There you go. All right. So we can take those. It only gives us 16. That's okay. We can make a few sandwiches that way. And I don't think we made any bread yet, so make 4, and then we should be able to make a couple sandwiches. Yep. So those will be good food for us when we go to the dungeons. If I can, I'll probably try to make cardboard boxes so we can get the spawners. I think there's probably going to be some spawners there. I can't think of anything else. Oh, the bow. There's a torch bow. Although I don't see how to make it. If we look over here, it doesn't. I can't figure out any way to craft that. But as you can see there, it doesn't show a way to do it. But I did get one from Reward. So We'll have to see maybe how we can repair it. But it can use your torches that you have. If we look at my backpack, I went ahead and put some of these 9 stacks of 9 torches in there so we can have them. I still have a little bit of rabbit stew left. I put my diamond armor. We got everything except for the helmet from rewards and stuff. So I went ahead and put those in here. We're going to upgrade those to netherite. And we'll go ahead and be able to enchant them too. What else was we going to do here? I think. Put these back in here. I'll make another 64K later. Just wanted you guys to see the process. There's actually, I think you can go to a 4096 max. Oh yeah, let's open some loot crates. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's put sandwiches in there. We can put this stuff in there for now too. I want to save that. Okay. And see. Oh, the clay loot. The clay is not. It's just clay. So we get a rare. Okay, so let's open up the rare first. We're just going to shift click. And we got lots of stuff. Ooh, mage hood. And mage leggings. Those would be good for Artisan of O. Oh, I think we might have everything. Sweet. And so let's put that stuff up here. Looks like we got some lava buckets too. And some more blue ice. I've been buying blue ice from the trader when he shows up. What is this thing here? Slime grenade. Okay, cool. Got some more pure daisies, which is nice. Slimy saplings. Okay. Compressed cobblestone. Compressed gravel. Compressed stone. Okay, that's nice. All right. Make sure we get all the items. What do we get here? Fluid sword. That's not very good attack damage. Okay, so let's open the rest of these. Anchor door. Slimy, but let you jump higher. Okay. Diamond wand. That's nice. It's this one here. Pusher upgrade. That's for the functional storage, I believe. Super glue for create. Filter. Okay, we're going to use filters. More blue ice is good. And are these the same? No, it's the clay. All right, for the legendary guys, here we go. The jerry can. Ooh, cleanse the higher veer or weir. Sad. Enchanted golden apple and delightful dirt. What? Delightful dirt? That's awesome. Light level Tim drops creepers. Okay. We're in a plains biome, so that's good. So I'll set that up and maybe it'll spawn animals already. That'd be cool. And this, wow, okay, that's a. I don't know what level client star that is, but this is Weir, I think is how it's pronounced. So we look at the client stars. There's ours there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. There's 5, 6, the Omega. And what are these? Colossal Star. It's orange, Vi, 2, 3, Invia, and Sphere. And then we got the last one, Omega. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. I like to be able to get into the EMC stuff as soon as we can, but it's got the thing that we don't have or we can't make right now. A chemical chest we can getting close to be able to get into everything. We can make this. Obsidian chest is we can make that. It's not a problem. Diamond lattice. I think we don't have any netherite scrap. I'm not sure how to make that because we go to look at it. If we had ancient debris, I guess I should have looked to see how we make ancient debris. I didn't look at that. A combiner, when you take netherite dust, which we have the chickens for that, and basalt. Okay, so we just need to make a basalt generator, then we can do that. All right, that's no problem. Netherrack and orchid ammon. Okay. That's botany. That would be kind of cool to do too. And then we can use the laser drills to get it. But I think we can set up the combiner. What's the complication on it? Oh, that's a little bit into mechanism. All right, sounds like I need to start working on mechanism. We get a few minutes. We could get started, I guess, with that. The first thing we need is the infusion. Let's see. Metallurgic infusers. Okay. And I think there's like 4 of those we need to be able to make. What am I missing there? I didn't look. Oh, just a furnace. Let's use cobble for that. I've been smelting up all the cobble that I had available. So I just need to move the cobble generator over here. Let's see. Let's just make a few of those. Should be fine. And another metallurgic infuser. And I think we're going to need 4 total, so we'll just go ahead and get those set up over here. We'll have to set up a power system. The first one I do is coal, and then we'll have a redstone, a diamond, obsidian. There might be 5 actually, but the main 2 really to get you started making steel and everything are. So let's grab iron, coal, redstone, and we need a lapidary generator. Let's see. Need to make these. Not a problem. And one should work for these. Okay, let's get another hopper. Made a few of those earlier. Because I made some hopper botany pots. I haven't done anything with those yet, so don't really have anything to show you for it. And then energy. That's 16 of those. And I left my wrench over there, so let's grab a new one. They're not that expensive. I think what we'll do for now, see. Do this. Just kind of have a little area here in between. And we need to run the energy. This is just a starting point to get this started, but we can put our dynamo probably right there and run another energy cable. And they don't look very good, but we'll put it here for now. And I don't know if this has to go into it a certain way. Then we could put a chest or barrel here with some lapis in it. That ain't gravity. Got a slime out there doing his thing. But when we come back next episode, guys, we'll be doing, I think we'll, like I said, I want to do that dungeon exploration. So that should be making energy, right? Okay. And then we can just take our tool and output to the machines. If we look in here, we're getting power. So if we take coal, we'll just put a bunch in here for right now. This will change. Do redstone in this one. And all it's doing is taking it and making a, it uses it for the infusing of different items, so alloys. So we get the enriched iron. Once we do that, we can put it back to the coal here, and it turns it into steel. Okay. And then we have to smelt it. But this is the beginning of it. I'll probably maybe work on a couple machines. I'm not sure what we'll do right now, but I'll put a better cover on this. And like I said, maybe put a barrel here. Just need one. And then some more lapis. Yeah, fuel. I could put a chicken on top of here too, on top of a roost. That'd probably be the easier thing to do. That's why I did make those extra chickens. This is a little bit slow, so we'll need to look at doing upgrades later too. And then we got site configurations. Let's probably want to turn all those off. Just clear them all. And then we can change them as we need to later on. You can get a plan with those. Main thing, I just want to get a lot of this stuff started, so we're ready for the next progression. I mean, we're doing really good with the chickens. That gives us a lot instant access to a lot of things, but it still doesn't make the pack just like, okay, we're OP now, or we're instant. We're OP in some ways, but we're not. There's a lot of stuff that we're going to have to do in the pack to be able to get to, like the singularities and stuff like that. Oh, let's look at the quest real quick too before we in the episode. Let's see, quest book. So in storage, we got the disk drive, items, controller, crafting grid, wireless grid. I don't know what's telling me that because I didn't make a wireless grid yet, but what's it say you got to do? Make a wireless grid. Did I make one? I don't think I did. Maybe I got one as a reward or something. Well, there is one there. I can show you how that works too. We just got to take it and right click it on the controller. But I have to put a transmitter. And so if we can make a wireless transmitter, I think we need to make a frame. I don't think I have an extra one of those. We can grab that and put it onto one of our cables, which we can do right here. And so we should be able to have a little bit of a range. Oh, we got to put energy in it. Okay, so I don't think we can use the lapidary. No. So I'll need to come up with a charging machine too. We get that. Anyway, let's go back here and look at our quests. Okay, there's our quest book. I need to assign a key to that. Miscellaneous, did make the ferro flare lanterns from torch mod. Create, we made belts, and I made the engineering goggles. Immersive engineering, coke oven, and the alloy kiln. Thermal series, we just made the dynamos. looks like we're going to get a Thermopedia. And Ars Nouveau made the book. It was just combining some iron tools together for it. So we'll go ahead and get all of our rewards all at once, so we can look at that. Got a dancer in the dark. Okay, so we got us a crescent wrench. Ooh, a jumbo tank. I love those. Absorption hopper, which is nice. Hearthstone teleports player to a personal spawn point if enabled. Okay, so we'll definitely be able to use that. Flux controllers, nice. Straw, we get a bunch of those. We get those. Crafter tier 2. That could be handy for compacting stuff too, but we get to compacting drawers. Pistons are nice. A compacting drawer, 4 of those. Garden cloche, cool. So we can start growing some stuff in there. Armory cabinet, I'm not sure, but I know that was a quest to do. And so steel casing's nice. Diamond hammer, Thermopedia, like I said. Terrasteel ingot, that's really nice. That can get us into a little farther in Botania without having to do some other things. So the Worn Notebook, that's for making spells. It'd be like our spell book, I think. No, it looks like it's just the that's just our documentation for it. Do we get anything else? Okay, I think that's it. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you on the next one, and we'll go exploring. Bye.